First of all, thank you so much for coming. I want to hear a little bit about you as an introduction. I want people to know you because Roni is an amazing singer.
My name is Roni Bar Hadas. I'm a singer-songwriter. I live here in Tel Aviv, and I was born and raised here in Tel Aviv. I released my debut album a few months ago.
You started this when you were 17 years old.
Right, 16.
16. I want to know how were the beginnings, because in my case, let's say I was also drawing with my sister and I saw that you sing with your brother also.
Right.
So I want to know how was growing up doing music and how it evolved until the point that you decided to launch the album.
Yes, I was born to a home full of music. My father is also writes beautiful songs and sings. And also my mother and my brother, everyone wrote songs. So I thought like it's not something you choose, it's like something you have to do. So I think I wrote my first song when I was 10. When I was 13, around 13, I started to learn classical music actually. I went to violin school. I started to get deeper to this field of music. Along the way, I kept writing songs, and when I was 18, I realized that it's not as satisfying as writing my own music. Then I went to the army, so I didn't have time to do my...
Your passion.
Yes. It was just after that I really concentrated in doing my music.
So I heard a lot of different stories about people in the army feel not creative and they feel like, something is missing in their lives. How was for you not being able to express, not having the time or the environment to express your creativity?
I'm not going to lie, it was not a simple period of my life.
How many years?
It was 2 years. I was actually in the army band, which is something like a lot of people want to do. I guess like if you compare it to other jobs in the army, it's a good one. But I think because it was close to my true passion, it was very confusing. You need to cheer up the soldiers in a band that wasn't playing live. It was like a playback, very unconnected. And also it was after I finished high school. It was too long, so much time that I didn't do what I want. And I really wanted to start telling the world who I am. I couldn't find myself, but I met very good friends and very good musicians. And I also wrote. I fell in love with one guy there. I wrote a lot of songs.
So after the army, you studied something related to music. How it evolved after that?
I was 20 when I started to learn to play the bass. Started to work with a producer on my album, playing with bands here. It was like my life is beginning. It was like, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm doing it now.
How long ago was this?
It was 5 years ago.
You work full-time as a musician.
This is what I do for a living. I also teach music, which is something I really like. Mostly vocal lessons, guitar for I feel like I have something to give. Singing, it's something so emotional. You can help someone in the process of revealing himself, liberating himself.
Like a self-development tool.
Yes, exactly.
How does it feel to put your voice out? Because one thing is when you're writing, and another thing, I guess, is when you're recording. And how does it feel when you pass from all that process to actually go on stage?
I think there is a difference between going on stage with somebody else's music and going on stage with my music. And because there are two parts in me. Like one part want to reveal what I want to say and to, get rid of my shells. Another part is afraid, what people will think. Recently, I really try to enjoy my music and enjoy sharing my music. I try to remind myself that being on stage is a brave thing to do. I think the first time was when I was 17.
And how was the feedback from the first show?
I think it was very, very good. And it was like my friends from school. It was in a time when I was a classical singer. So this time at Levantin, it was fun because the album is out. I don't need to worry about people understand the potential of the song and how I hear it in my mind, where all the production, because now, you know, it's out there, and all I need to do is to sing this song in this exact moment. People in the audience weren't just my friends, but people that I don't actually know.
The first song that I heard is because a friend of mine went to Sofar, and I was like pretty surprised. It's very hard to understand what's going on. Like, I can read Hebrew, but it's not like I can't read fluently.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you sing in English, you're including so many people here that can't really know what's happening. Even though I'm here for 10 years, it's really hard to understand what's happening around you. The fact that a lot of people are singing in English more now, local people, it gives a bit of a connection to all the people that come from different countries here.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot. So many people coming here. And I think it's like a very welcoming thing to do, right?
Right. I totally agree with you. But, you know, after every show, people from Israel are saying, why don't you sing in Hebrew? It's nice to hear you say that it's good that you write in English, because now I can understand, I can relate. I guess this is part of the reason why I'm doing my music in English, because, you know, I want as many people as I can that will understand the
message. Yeah, I understand. Like, a lot of people ask me, why don't you do your messages on your illustrations in Spanish? That is your original language, basically. But I tried in the beginning and it just didn't connect so much. I feel that there's some sort of anonymity that you feel when you are putting it outside, but not in your language. I don't know if you can agree with this.
Yeah.
It's a different Sasa writing. It happens to you?
Yes, I guess. You know, I don't know exactly why I write in English. I try to write as sincere as I can. I don't want to think about how I'm saying the message, but just saying the message, you know?
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable to say everything I want to say. It actually makes me more brave.
Yes. You said that you grew up in Tel Aviv, which it's a bit of a city, but it's also like very small, and it feels more like a beach town. Like, it has this contradiction of feeling like everybody's in a rush and you don't know why, because there's a sea and it's like it feels so small, so you're like, where are you rushing to?
Wow.
This influences you, or you like to go to nature and then write in nature? What's the thing that inspires you the most?
I mostly write about my feelings. Mm-hmm. So I guess maybe it's also influenced by this environment, but I really want to go to nature.
You go very often?
To nature? No, actually, but I should.
With every song, you relate to something that happened to you, the words come to you and you just write.
I just try to listen to my feelings. Sometimes I feel like something isn't right. I just try to understand. It mostly starts with like one sentence that I like, something about what I feel. Mm-hmm. Then the guitar is there most of the time, and it's just starting to become together. Sentence and then music, and then sentence and then music. It's like together. It always starts with an idea.
And then this cohesion that you find to say, okay, this is the album. I can imagine that you make one song and then you make another and then you make another. When is it done? When you say, okay, enough?
I mean, the first album, like songs that were written in
for a long period.
Yes. Yeah. It's just when I had this sense of, okay, I think I'm ready to start recording them. Okay, I feel this song and this song and this song. It has to be there. It has to be together. And I have to work on everything together. Now, when the album is out, I'm starting to work on new things. Working with my partner, which is also my partner in life. We do one song and finish it. I would like to start releasing the next song in a month. And then just to go.
Without thinking about the idea of this will be an album, or what's the shape. Yeah, that's the best. I think that for me, when I'm painting or drawing, I try not to think what's going to happen with it. We tend to say, okay, this has to have some reason to exist.
Right.
Why am I doing this?
Right.
But like, why not?
Much more spontaneous. Yeah, and also the songs that I'm writing now are from much peaceful place. I try to be as grateful as I can.
And also you have the support of your family, which is really important. You think this is something that influences you, and to know that they are there?
Absolutely. Couldn't do it without them.
They're probably your biggest fans, right?
Yes, I think you're right.
There's a lot of people that want to be musicians. And many parents that are not supportive. What will be the advice that you will give to a person like that?
If you feel like you have to be a musician, you don't have any other choice, so you can do it. This profession is something that everyone should do, just because they love singing a little bit. Like, it's supposed to be something you do because you don't have another choice. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You're putting so much energy, and you don't know if you will ever get it back. You're just doing it because you have to. Yeah. If you have to. There are a lot of ways to do it. You just need to be creative. Believe yourself. It's also a matter of luck. If you have to do it, just do it and enjoy the way.
I like that.
You
succeed. It's fun, and that's the only thing that is important, actually.
Exactly.
What would be some advice that you will give to your younger self?
It's a long way. You really need to save your energy. You need to enjoy everything, because if you're not enjoying it, you miss the whole point.
I feel that people connect more with what you're feeling and what you're putting out there. And if you're being brave to just, be there, sing, put your music out there, I think that's what people take. And it's like, that's the strongest part of being an artist, and actually, living that. Okay, I would love to speak for forever.
Me too.
But we have a limited time. But thank you so much for coming. It's an honor for me. When I heard you playing, I was like, wow. I don't know how you play guitar like that. I'm it feels like it's 5 people playing at the same time. Your music is beautiful, super inspiring, and it brings me peace. You were saying that you're creating from a peaceful place. I get that. I totally feel it.
Thank you very much. It was an honor for me. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Sure.
It's a pleasure talking to you.